Good morning, guys. Actually it's February 15th. Today is Tuesday morning, and I'm recording the video for Monday, end of the day. Okay, February 14th. I was busy in other stuff, so I couldn't record the video. So I'm doing it in the morning now. But it could be very quick because yesterday's price action, technically it was garbage since morning, right? So I'm going to do the video very fast. Okay, I'm just going to hit the key points, and you can read through all this thing by pausing the video. I'm just scrolling here all the way here, right? So you can read all these things, but the key area was we are going to stick with shorts today, right? That was the key. These are the line in sand. If price goes above all of them, then, and it is coming from this area, this is a very important area, we have to step aside and just wait and do nothing unless I say to go long intraday. Okay, 40-50 is the long-term support, and then NQ, these are the line in cents for Monday, right? An aggressive seller should hold below both dream numbers today if they are active, right? Because of this line in cent, dream numbers were 250 and 207 in NQ. Sellers should hold below 43, right? And Russell pretty much did today, held below 43. And then Dow and all these things, right? So these are the dream numbers, 280 and 207, not 250. Okay, 250 was my blue line. So now let's go here. So I'll cover the NQ first, and then I'll do ES, right? Because so by this time at 10:30, I said the day is garbage. So garbage day means even off the open I know day is garbage, but then this one is confirmed here around 10:20 or so. Garbage means you are advised not to trade aggressively at the lower end or at the top end. That means you have to wait for a nice clean breakout or breakdown. Otherwise don't bother to trade in between. Okay, unless if you want to trade it, then there is a separate way that you can monitor the price and then take a trade within the garbage. Okay, so NQ, right, overnight up move, right, in the middle of the night, right? So that brings some buyers in it, right? So technically going into the day, we know buyers are there from this lower end, right? And now it is running against the seller's line in cents, right? So then we can have two kinds of price activity. It is that simple concept, sellers and buyers both, right? So that will bring the garbage, and then opening few minutes will let us know whether it's going to be really garbage or there going to be some move, right? And then opening price action told us there will be a garbage, right? So then you have to be extra careful, and then the trade location entries will be poor in the garbage if you really want to trade, So but the instruction was clear today to stick with shorts. That means I explained them members a few scenarios, what can happen of the open, what should we look for. So the idea was to look for failed breakout, or clean breakdown, something like that. And if price just goes away, so I usually walk them through a couple of scenarios of the open for both sides, So, and if the breakout happens, then you can read the pre-market note, what not to do, right? So those are the scenarios we discussed. So when price was chopping around of the open around this area, right? So technically one can go short at this 10 area, right of the open. It was important area, but anyway, we don't usually trade right of the open, right? So when price came down here, up here, right? So I was watching here also in NQ, so around 9:30, which is this, right? So NQ, ES came to yesterday's low, which was 93 right here, and then it bounced, right? And NQ, even before ES, NQ came to yesterday's low 181 and it bounced, right? So at least that is telling you that, hey, buyers are there at the low, and overnight buyers are also there against those line in sand, right? So, but there is no point buying it here. Remember, we are not looking for longs. We are looking for failed breakout or rejection, right? So I did not play any longs. So does any of the member. But then price went higher right here. Again, try to take out these things. Internals were normal looking, nothing major going on. So you wait. Again, there is a rejection, right? It's kind of a failed breakout attempt, right? But this is not the clean breakout attempt, because NQ was super strong at that time, so it's hard to fade ES, right? Then it came down, held this low, right? Did not break down below, and then it went higher. So at this point, idea is it should break out and then fail, or it should break out and continue. If that would have happened, right, and then price, let's say, goes here somewhere, higher up, and then then we may be open up for long at that point depending on the internals, but that did not happen, right? So the fail breakout scenario happened right here, because this time, looking at internal and everything, price should have gone higher. Looking at NQ, it should have gone higher, right? But we were looking for a fail breakout scenario. So when the odds were there for a nice breakout and it fails, that's where it brings the opportunity to short. Okay, so, and that was right here in the garbage, because we know it's a garbage going on, right? So right below 44.10, 44.03, you can short, because those were the levels here. 44.03, 44.10, this is the 10 line, 03 line, right? So the shorts was right here. And let's say if you missed out by looking at this nice closing bar, right? When it pops back up, 44.03, that was the intraday level, 03.10, you can short here, and then you can hold it. If price is chopping around here, now garbage is really true, because morning it did the same thing, and then after breakdown here, it also did the same thing. You bail out, and call it a day, because that point onwards, you can see it. Any breakdown, next bar ES goes up. Any breakdown, next bar it goes up. Any breakdown, next bar it goes up. So that is not the way to trade, right? But here you can monitor it after that point onwards. After this short, you can monitor it, that ES is defending yesterday's low cleanly here, right? So you can get some points out of it, but the location would be poor. You can't assume that it's going to hold 93. But when you see a rejection, you can short, get few points and out. NQ, same thing. So 280 was a dream number. So these are the adjusted level for today, Tuesday. But 280 was NQ's dream number. And you can see it, NQ rotated around it. The 250, 207 were also my levels, So I kept it today also same levels. And you can see it, price basically ping pong between 250, 280 and 207. Two dream numbers and blue lines basically, So anytime it hits 280, usually it gets response right here, in the dream number. Not usually, but during yesterday or Monday. So I took couple of shorts from 280 dream numbers, and then 207 bail out, because I was not supposed to go long, right? So, and that's it. Some mediocre trading yesterday, due to the garbage. Then 317, there was a line here for yesterday, So price touched here first time, 317, and came down all the way here, right? And then there is a breakout, right? So this were the breakout when ES was trying to do this. I think it was right here, right? So I said observe 93, and in intraday during that time I say observe 93 to 95, So, and if price goes above it, at that time it is doing intraday breakout of the balance, and then in that case it can hold 93 pretty much, if this breakout is legit, because this breakout happened after having a liquidation kind of internals here. See that? So if this, after having this, if price couldn't go down, most likely it's gonna reverse, So here it reversed, So this was the mediocre long if you wanna take it, But I do not suggest to take this long, because I was expecting someone ask a question, can ES come down later around this area? So when price was here, I said yes, it will come down, and you can see it at the end, it came down, right? So the idea is, if you stick with shorts, right, and ignore the longs, you could have captured these things, because I said only way you can short after this thing is if there is a intraday breakdown happens, or again fail breakout concept, So here you can see it, balance, right? At that point it should go to moon, but instead breakout, fail, slice through this balance, right? That was the short right here. So those were the good shorts, here, and then these are the mediocre trades, This one also good short, and this one also NQ, right? So that's how it played out yesterday. So today, going into today, Tuesday, Pretty much above 44.60. Buyers 60 to 70, I would say. Yes, 44.60 to 70 above buyers, below sellers still have a control. Okay, and that be all for today. And I'll see you on tonight, Tuesday evening, end of the video.